When was like the moment in life when you figured out that mindset is so important and that you had to create something for yourself, but that you also wanted to create for someone else? Like, where was that mindset shift that brought you to what you're doing right now?
For me, it started with learning about the law of attraction. There's this film on Netflix called The Secret, and it kind of popularized this notion of the law of attraction. And when I watched it about, I guess, like 5 years ago now, the main message of The Secret is it tells you to ask for what you want, believe that you can have it, and then receive it. Like, open yourself up to receiving it. And when I heard that, and it's an hour and a half long video explaining ask, believe, receive from all of these, Western people and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that is literally the formula of dua. Like, Allah tells us that that's how to make a dua. Ask me for what you want, believe, and don't say that like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. Like, believe that Allah can do it for you. And then, Allah says all of your dua is answered. Like, get open to, and you may not know how it's going to come. It might be delayed, or it might look like if in a different form, right? So you have to be able to receive it. So I was just my mind was like completely shattered. I was like, all of these, non-Muslims are using dua to manifest the things that they want in their life right now.
Yeah.
Whereas as a Muslim, I had been told to use dua but, you mostly probably will get it in Jannah. Like, don't have high hopes, for, getting a fancy car, having a luxury vacation, or especially worldly things, right? Don't have high hopes for that. Inshallah, you'll get it in Jannah. Don't worry. And so that was the first thing that kind of shifted my mindset. I was like, oh my gosh, like, dua can be applied to like fulfill and achieve and be as a tool for me as I'm progressing in my career and my work and my family to get those results that I want now. And then I came across a Muslim program called Visionaire run by Muhammad Asharif. He has a whole series called Life by Dua, and it dove more into that. And then there was that first kind of main mindset shift where he was like, you've got to believe that Allah is on your side and he wants you to be successful. And just that in and of itself, like just bringing that to the consciousness, because, if you asked me, like, what do you think of Allah? I would say, like, oh, Allah is merciful, he's all knowing, he's all, all loving and all of those things. But subconsciously and deep within me, I had this notion, I had the mindset that Allah was against me, that like, oh, he's punishing me. That's why I haven't achieved, whatever I'm trying to achieve, or because I missed Fajr, or because, I didn't return my mom's phone call. Like, that's why, I didn't get that thing, or this thing keeps coming up for me. Subconsciously, in little ways, I was like, okay, I'm not really a good enough Muslim, and that's why I'm not getting what I want. And the mindset I had was that Allah is punishing me, right? Like, because you're not a good enough Muslim.
But where do you think that mindset came from?
I think that for me, I grew up in the United States, in California, going to Sunday school, and I think the community, and as I've spoken, most of my clients are in the U.S., so I've spoken to most of the Muslim community in the U.S. We just have kind of internalized this notion that like we need to be, doing all that we can, striving for, and whatever we're doing, like there's always more to do. So you're never really like, even if you're praying all 5 prayers, well, you can pray sunnah. You're praying sunnah, pray tahajjud. You did it, like there's always more to make you better. So you never felt like that you were that good. And then you just have those internal feelings, like I'd get jealous, or I'd become angry, or I'd like, and if I'm a good Muslim, I'm not supposed to have those feelings. So I'm not good. And then, just the normal things of being a human, that you're lazy, that, you get into a disagreement with your mom or your sibling, and then just feeling, but compounded upon that, feeling that you're violating the religion. And so I think that for me is how it kind of seeped in that like, well, because I'm not good in that way, then how can I expect to have all of the blessings that Allah, is saying is available and is there for me? And so the key mindset shift that I went through that literally transformed my life was that Allah, Allah is not judging us during our lifetime in that way. He's not petty with us in that way. Allah's mercy descends and is available to everyone, Muslim or non-Muslim alike. And it's it's all encompassing, and he knows that we're human and that we're going to make mistakes and that we're going to sin and that we're going to forget, and that like he already knows that. So he's not punishing us for being human. He's just wants us to always remember him and come back to him. That's all he wants, right? That's all he's telling us to do. Worship me, remember me, make dhikr. That's what Allah is constantly reminding us. And again, it's not even for him. It's because we need to remember, because otherwise you'll feel like I did. You'll feel like Allah's against you and you'll feel bad and I can't do this and that. But when I remember that, oh my gosh, Allah is not against me and he is all loving and he's all merciful. Okay, so this obstacle I'm facing or that thing I'm confronting, it's just, it's just a something in my path that I need to maneuver, and I can maneuver it feeling supported as opposed to like, feeling like I'm trudging against the whole world, like, I'm, whatever it is, I'm trying to, be a coach and, no one's returning my calls. Oh God, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. Other people can be successful, but not me, as opposed to like, okay, no one's returning my calls. What is it that I need to reconsider or think about, or what's the lesson that Allah is trying to show me or illuminate for me? Okay, find it, identify it, and move in that direction now, feeling like, all right, I'm here. It's a relationship. Me and Allah are together working, like I'm guiding you down the path. You missed something here. Pay attention. Okay. All right. Keep going.